Hey guys, I just wanted to drop a quick video for week 4. Before I do that, I want to touch base a little bit with week 3. You guys kind of worked on your target audience a little bit, and I encourage you to go into the grade book and look at the grade book. See, first of all, with your discussions, the APA does look better. Some of you guys have made the necessary adjustments and you're starting to receive full credit on your discussion post. However, some of you are still not. This week, some people only cited one improperly. Some of you guys still did both improperly, and then some of you guys did both right and you made the adjustment. Some of you guys have done it right all along, but I would encourage you, if you are missing points on APA, do not continue to cite the same way. Make sure you go onto Purdue OWL, get the template for the whatever source you're using, and make the adjustment so that you are getting those full points on the discussion post. The content looks good. It's just we need to work on our APA just a little bit. Then I also want to go over real quick before I go into week 4 about your target audience. Some of you guys, you will have received the comment, this looks good. If it says this looks good, you're on the right page. You just need to make it look really nice whenever you put it into your marketing plan later on. For you guys that did not receive the this looks good and you see some point deductions, or even, if there's any, everybody go in, look at the comments, see what it says, because some of you guys were lacking detail. One of the big ones that I saw was, I'm going to advertise on social media or online. Well, that's not specific enough because there's so many places online, and there's a lot of different social media outlets. So what exact ones are you going to use? To be successful in marketing, you have to be very, very, very specific. So if yours is lacking detail, if you tell me you're going to go to, you can't just say, I'm going to go to the mall. What mall? Where's the mall at? I mean, a mall in Wyoming is different than a mall in Miami. I mean, you got to choose, because how specific this marketing plan is how successful it could potentially be. If it's lacking detail, it's going to lack success. So make sure that if you got comments that said, hey, you're lacking detail in this area, make adjustments before you submit it, because if you submit that way with those comments without adjusting it, you will lose points on your final plan. So make sure you're taking a look at that. So let's go into week 4 real quick. I just kind of want to show you where you're going with this. This is going to look a little bit more familiar to you guys, because we're talking about SMART goals. So SMART goals are just very well categorized goals. So you have to, we're looking at chapter 4, you still have your discussion post, and this is your assignment. Here's chapter 4 slides. As you work through, you'll have the SMART goals worksheet that you're going to be using. Click on that for you real quick. So, you're just kind of plugging in information here. But you guys have worked with SMART goals before, so this should be familiar to you guys as you're working through them. But just kind of give you a heads up of what that worksheet looks like. Well, let me go back down to where it was. All right, so assignment 4, your social marketing aims to influence behaviors that benefit individuals and communities for the greater social good. The goal is to deliver competition-sensitive and segmented social change platforms that are effective, efficient, equitable, and sustainable. So keeping that in mind, understanding what exactly you're trying to accomplish with your plan. Really think about, what am I trying to accomplish with my plan? When you do this, you are then creating the objectives and the goals for your social media plan or social marketing plan. Now, objectives have to be measurable. If you cannot measure the objective, which means there's not that appropriate action verb that you could actually test and assess, then it's not a good objective. So to help you guys out with that, because I know some of you guys don't really know a lot about objectives and how to write them, and that's okay. You're going to be creating 5 objectives for your plans, and this is a great resource right here. So I'm going to click on this. And you can see when you come down here, it's just utilize this chart. And Bloom's is the most common, but there are other resources available if you wanted to look elsewhere. But if you were trying to create something in your plan, these are the appropriate action words that would be in that objective sentence. Design, assemble, construct, conjecture, develop, formulate, author, investigate. These are good verbs to be in that. Evaluate, same thing, analyze, apply. It's a cheat sheet of action verbs that make objectives measurable. So what I would suggest you guys do is just kind of look at, you can look at your syllabi. You have objectives listed for courses to get an idea about how objectives are written. That's actually a great place to start. Just go through your syllabi and under course objectives, look and see how they're written. And that's what we are trying to accomplish in the courses. But more than that, you can see kind of what an objective looks like. And then with your plan, understand what you're trying to accomplish and then come to this chart. Am I wanting to remember something, understand something, apply, analyze, evaluate, or create something? Then with whatever you want to do, you take this verb and you make an objective, okay? The SMART goals helps you, it kind of points you in the right direction in what you should be, where your focus should be at. Whoops, sorry, you get to see my kiddos. Let me come back here. Okay, so let me come back to Blackboard. And here we are. So you're going to be creating 5 measurable objectives. So big keyword there is measurable. Make sure you use Bloom's. Look at the SMART goals worksheet. Get an idea about what makes them SMART goals, what makes measurable objectives, and then you're going to be creating 5 measurable objectives, and you're going to be creating goals, and you're going to use that template that's attached. So it's going to be due Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But this is one of those things that you just have to, only you know what you want to accomplish with your plan. I can't tell you what you want to accomplish with your plan. I can tell you how to better market your plan, so this is something you're just going to have to say, what do I want to do? How can I use this? How can I fit goals and create goals for this using the SMART concept, and then writing those objectives and making sure they're measurable? Because, by the end of the year, if you wrote 5 objectives for your social marketing plan, you should be able to go back and prove how you met each objective within your plan. So just kind of play with it a little bit. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Make sure you're utilizing your resources. And these are just ones that I like to use. So there are other resources available. So by all means, if you want to kind of branch out a little bit, you are more than welcome to. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk soon.